Giving up is not an option. You have to be able to take all of the hills and valleys. You're going to have peaks and you're going to have your valleys. But as long as you stay focused on what your overall goal is and live within your means, live within
key.
your means.
Yes.
Do not let social media and everything trick you into feeling like you have to have all of these things. Live within your means and stay focused and you'll be fine.
Hey, we back at it, another episode from A to Z with WB. Still here in Jacksonville, over here at Regency. We on the second day of this business seminar, Awaken the Entrepreneur. And I told you, I'm talking to all the entrepreneurs, everybody who's doing something, letting them show you how they got started from point A to point Z. I got a special guest with me. Her name is Raven. I'm going to let her introduce herself. The floor is yours. Tell the people who you are, what you do.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Rayvon Griffin of Raven Creates Design and Photography. That's Raven, Rayvon Creates. So I have a makeup and photography business here in Jacksonville where our Founders Day was April 14th, so our birthday is coming right around the corner. But we specialize in family-friendly photography, birthday shoots, weddings, all that good stuff for your needs.
Perfect. That's what I was going to ask you. What type of photography?
Yeah, so I work with a lot of kids. I have a lot of families, a lot of birthday stuff, engagements, weddings, all that good stuff.
Okay, so how long have you been doing this? How long have you had the business?
So 7 years.
Ooh,
this
okay.
was yeah.
Wrap it up for 7.
It was actually my senior project in college.
All right.
So once I graduated from UCF down in Orlando, I stayed there for 3 years and continued running the business. And then I was getting a lot of school contracts, doing like picture day and stuff for school up here. So I ended up moving back, did the contracts with the schools for a few years, and then I kind of shifted to more of the family style of photography.
Got you. So with the family style, what made you get into the family style of photography? Because there's so many different avenues you can go in photography, right?
So it branched out from the schools. Like I was already working with a lot of kids, and then the families would be like, "Oh, could you take our family pictures?" Or do stuff like that. And I like working with kids. I feel like that's a market in Jacksonville that's not really tapped into.
Yeah, it's not.
So being able to offer a safe environment for families and children to be able to come to was my biggest goal.
So you got good patience then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gotta have some patience dealing with the kids.
I feel like I'm a big kid on the inside, so I still watch cartoons and stuff like that.
Oh,
So I
for real?
really do keep up with the trends of stuff that kids like. So it just goes along with the stuff
What's
that I
your
really like
favorite
to
cartoon that you
So
watch?
I'm not gonna lie, like little kid shows, I really do like Cocomelon. Like I like the Baby Shark stuff, but when you go into like more of the adult stuff, of course I like Family Guy and like Teen Titans and stuff like that. So I'm really open with my variety of what the cartoons and
That's
stuff that
dope.
I like.
Because I cannot. I used to be big on cartoons when I was younger. I cannot watch a cartoon. Anything animated, I just can't watch it no more. I don't know what happened to me, but something happened.
What I appreciate about the cartoons today is you see a lot more like development and growth into the structure of cartoons. Like they have hidden messages about, growing pains and relationships, and they even touch on like racism and poverty and stuff like that. So I look for what they're trying to teach the kids because, when this generation coming up behind us, you need to know what they're being taught. And what they're learning. So it's more than just being entertained with cartoons. It's really about the messages that they're sending through it.
That's dope. So your cartoon thing is deeper than
Yeah,
just watching cartoons.
not. Yes.
All right. So do you take being that you go that deep into that, I'm sure you go deep as well into your photography.
Yes.
Okay. So explain that. Like, do you tell stories behind your photography?
Yes. I feel like my goal as a photographer is to create positive images of Black people. I see a lot of sexualized things and a lot of,
and that's
negative
the first thing I thought of,
Yes.
honestly, when you said photography, because that's what we see.
No, I don't do nudity. I don't do over.
Hey, if you like what you're seeing, you like what you're hearing, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the notification button so you can get all the alerts when we drop the videos. Each and every week, We'll have a new guest on here talking about entrepreneurship, business, and everything in between. So make sure you stay tuned from A to Z. We're going to let you get back to it. Subscribe, like, share.
Over sexualized things. I don't do violence, things like that. Like my very focus is being able to create positive images of
Got
black
you.
people, black children, black men, black women, stuff like that is really one of my passions.
That's needed too, especially pictures to even see a full family,
Right.
black families,
Right.
right together. We don't get a chance to see that often. Even in like commercials, you don't really see
Yeah.
it as much. I see they trying to implement it here and there,
Yeah.
but the image isn't put out there like that. It's always the single parent,
Yes.
household thing, and everybody's praising that. And I get it, because most of us were born in the single
Yeah.
parent homes, didn't ask for that, but that was just the scenario.
Right.
But you being able to offer this to show positive images can really have an impact on the culture. Is that something that you're trying to do? Make sure you
Yes.
have an impact on the culture?
So I'm from the north side of Jacksonville.
Okay.
So like Palmdale, Moncrief area, like that's still where I live and that's where my business is. So
Okay.
my thing was a lot of people used to tell me, oh, you can't be successful until you start working with white people. Or, oh, you can't be successful having a business on the north side. You need to move more central, downtown, Riverside, stuff like that. I take a lot of the I can't and I show people that I can. The money is there. Like my business is successful, my clients are loyal, and I'm able to change the narrative of what they think Northside Jacksonville is supposed to be like.
That's dope. That's deep. You deep. You got to tell me about this makeup because I see your makeup popping.
Yes.
I see the glitter on the brows. I see on the
So
lashes.
I love makeup.
Okay.
I've always liked color and things like that. So I never thought that I would be a makeup artist. My clients actually kind of bullied me into it. Pre-pandemic, I used to come to my shoots, dress nice and have my makeup done. And like, oh, you got your makeup done just to, do shoots? And I'm
But
like,
you just like to do
yeah,
that.
I'm
I
like,
got you.
no,
Yeah.
this just my,
Yeah.
everyday thing. And they
It's
was
my
like,
swag.
Yes.
That's how I come in here.
So they was like, so you didn't offer to do my makeup? I'm like, that's not something I really do.
Oh, so you got a whole package there.
Yes.
Okay.
So that, I feel like with how COVID has changed things, me having a home studio, so all of my clients, they get a very exclusive one-on-one with me for their session. It's not people running around and all that stuff. And being able to offer makeup and photography, you're not in front of all these different people. So I'm, outside of like hair, the one-stop shop where they could come in, get their makeup done, walk right into the next room, get their photos done and everything. It's very sterile and clean and all that stuff. So I really try to, like I said, make a very safe environment for everybody to be in.
That's dope. So how long have you been doing that, the makeup business?
So makeup, it'll be 2 years in September. I actually went full-time with Rayvon Creates like 6 months before the pandemic hit. So I was totally shocked when everything happened, and I really was afraid of what would happen. But since everything has really kind of gotten itself together, it's been
What
amazing.
did you do through that pandemic time to like keep going forward?
So when we had to do the shutdown, like completely, I took that time to rebrand, and rebrand my business plan. So I started creating more content. I really focused on the packaging and how I could make things more convenient and financially beneficial for my clients, because everybody's going through that shift with work, and
Right.
things might be iffy for some people. So that's what I really focus on, bringing more quality in a more convenient and family-friendly, pocket-friendly situation.
Got you. I got 2 questions for you before we wrap up.
Okay.
One, what have you taken from this event so far? Like, what have you learned?
So this event has really helped me because, of course, expansion is always the goal for a business. And it's really shown me the steps that I can take to get funding and grants, because I was doing everything out of pocket.
Yeah.
And I'm really focused on, having good credit. I have good credit personally.
You got to use their money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Leverage
want
that
to
credit.
establish business credit to really be able to take it
To
to
the
like
next level.
the next level that I really want it to be at.
Got you. So my last question is, what would you tell somebody who's watching this that's trying to get into business, trying to be an entrepreneur, they want to have that 7-year span that you got. They want to have that 2-year span that you have with the second business. They want to be able to make it through a pandemic.
Right.
What would you tell that person?
Giving up is not an option. You have to be able to take all of the hills and valleys. You're going to have peaks and you're going to have your valleys. But as long as you stay focused on what your overall goal is and live within your means,
That's
within
key.
your means.
Yes.
Do not let social media and everything trick you into feeling like you have to have all of these things. Live within your means and stay focused and you'll be fine.
That's dope, man. Live within your means. You heard it. How can the people get in contact with you? How can they get these photos? How can they get this poppin' makeup?
Okay, so all of my booking is done via my website, RayvonCreates.com. That's RAYVON Creates.com. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at Rayvon Creates.
You on TikTok?
Yes.
You be on that dance at this
Listen, I do a little something, a little jig.
I got you. That's what's up, man. I told you we bringing you nothing but the dopest people in the city, man. You see Rayvon, she been sitting here giving that game. She told you, you know, live within your means. Don't be trying to get out here and spend all your money just because you make a little money.
Yes.
And then also get that business credit right, because she about to get it right so she can leverage this business and take it to new plateaus, man. So it's been dope talking to you.
Thank you.
You know, this is my first time meeting you,
Yes.
but I got to learn about you, and you just told me how deep cartoons are.
Yes.
So if you're into cartoons, it's okay. They got a meaning, you know what I mean? So this has been another episode from A to Z with WB. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit that notification button, hit that subscription button. We out of here on that note.